Hey there folks, today we are diving into the crazy, chaotic and downright entertaining tale of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. This story is so wild it makes your favorite action movies look like a stroll in the park. We're talking about a monkey who took on the heavens, tricked the gods, and still managed to become a legend. So buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's kick things off with a bang, or rather, a rock. Sun Wukong wasn't born the usual way. Nope, this monkey literally sprang out of a stone that had been soaking up the energy of heaven and earth for thousands of years. Talk about being supercharged from the get-go. No parents, no instructions, just pure untamed monkey energy. And what is the first thing he does? He jumps into a waterfall, swims through an underwater cave and declares himself king of the monkeys. Why? Because when you're a stone-born monkey, you don't ask for permission, you just take the throne. Now, being king of the monkeys was cool and all, but Wukong wasn't satisfied at all. He had bigger ambitions, like really big. Like, I want to live forever and learn magic tricks that will blow your mind kind of ambitions. So off he goes searching for a Taoist master who could teach him the secrets of immortality. And boy did he hit the jackpot. This master taught him how to transform into 72 different shapes, ride clouds like a pro, and oh yeah, become immortal. But Wukong didn't just stop there. Nah, he decided to show off by turning into a tree, a fish, and even a housefly, just to prove that he could. Armed with his newfound powers, Sun Wukong's ego went through the roof. Literally, he wasn't just content just being a monkey king anymore. He wanted to be recognized by the gods. So he crashes the heavenly party and demands a title. So the Jade Emperor, probably trying to avoid a scene, gives him a minor position as the keeper of the heavenly horses. Wukong, thinking he's finally made it, takes the job, only to realize he's basically just a glorified stable boy. Not cool, right? So what does he do? He flips out, storms back to the heavens and demands a better title. And guess what? He declares himself as the great sage equal to heaven. Bold move, right? The gods didn't know whether to laugh or panic. Spoiler alert, they chose panic. Now, things really heat up. Sun Wukong starts causing all sorts of trouble in the heavens, stealing pieces of immortality, crashing diving banquets, and basically giving the gods a headache that they would never forget. When the gods finally try to stop him, they throw everything they've got at him. Armies, weapons, magic, you name it. But nothing works. Wukong was outsmarting them left and right, dodging celestial strikes like he's in the Matrix. And just when you think he can't be stopped, Buddha steps in. Buddha calmly offers Wukong a challenge: jump out of his palm. Wukong, ever the overconfident monkey, accepts the challenge. He somersaults across the universe, lands at what he thinks is the end of the world, and marks his victory by peeing on a giant pillar. Turns out, that pillar was Buddha's finger. Oops! Before Wukong can say anything, Buddha chops him under a mountain for 500 goddamn years. Talk about a timeout. 500 years later, Sun Wukong still stuck under the mountain, probably thinking about all the life choices that led him there. Enter Tang Sang Zang, a Buddhist monk on a mission to retrieve sacred scriptures from India. Needing a bodyguard, he frees Wukong, who's more than happy to stretch his legs again. But there was a catch. If Wukong steps out of line, a magic headband tightens around his head, courtesy of a spell the monk can activate. It's like the world's most intense leash. Now, this is where the story takes a turn. Sun Wukong, once a rebel without a cause, finds himself on a journey of redemption, alongside Tang Sang Zang, and later joined by the clumsy pig Zhu Beiji and the gloomy river ogre Sha Hu Jing. Wukong faces countless demons, monsters, and traps, But this time, it's not about causing chaos, it's about protecting his companions and fulfilling a greater purpose. Like, sure, he still smashes a few skulls here and there with his trusty staff, the Ruyi Jingu Bang, but now he's doing it to save the day, not to prove a point. Over time, the journey teaches him patience, discipline, and that sometimes, just sometimes, smashing things isn't the solution. But you know, sometimes it is. Alright, so we've seen Sun Wukong go from a rock-born rebel to a heavenly troublemaker, then to a reluctant hero on a mission. But what does all this mean for us? Sun Wukong's ambition is what sets him apart from the start. He wasn't satisfied with just being another monkey. He wanted more. He went out and got it. But here's the catch. Ambition without direction can lead you astray. Wukong's quest for power and immortality led him to challenge the very fabric of the heavens, and while it was fun to watch, it also led to his downfall. The lesson here: ambition is a powerful force, but it needs to be tempered with wisdom. It is not about reaching for the stars at any cost. It's also about knowing when to push forward and when to pull back. Use your ambition to drive you, but don't let it blind you to the consequences of your actions. Sun Wukong's downfall wasn't just because he was ambitious, it was because he lacked humility. He thought he could outsmart the gods, defy Buddha, and becomes the most powerful being in existence. But as we saw, his overconfidence was his undoing. Buddha didn't need to fight him. He just showed Wukong the limit of his own power. So what the takeaway? Humility isn't about just thinking less of yourself. It's about recognizing that you're a part of something bigger. It's about understanding your strengths and also your limitations. In life, as Wukong's story, knowing when to bow your head can just be as powerful as knowing when to stand tall. When Sun Wukong was finally released from under the mountain, he wasn't the same monkey who had been challenged by the heavens. His journey with Tang Sangzang wasn't just about protecting the monk, it was about finding redemption. Along the way, Wukong learned patience, discipline, and the value of working for a cause greater than himself. This part of his story teaches us that no matter how far we've fallen, there is always a path to redemption. Growth often comes through the challenges we face, and it's through those trials that we discover who we really are. Wukong's journey reminds us that our past mistakes don't define us. How we choose to move forward does. Throughout his journey, Sun Wukong had to learn when to use his incredible strength and when to rely on his wisdom. Early on, he thought that power alone could solve all his problems, but as he faced more challenges, he realized that sometimes the smartest move wasn't to fight, but to think. It is a lesson in balance, knowing when to act and when to strategize. Sun Wukong's story is more than just an epic adventure. It is a reflection of the human experience. We all face challenges, temptations, and moments of overconfidence. But, like Wukong, we also have the capacity for growth, change, and ultimately, redemption. His journey teaches us that it's not about where we start, but how we choose to evolve. So whether you're battling your own demons, seeking a higher purpose, or simply trying to navigate life's twists and turns, remember the Monkey King. If he can transform from a reckless rebel into a wise protector, then there is a hope for all of us. Embrace your journey, learn from your mistakes, and never stop growing. And that is the tale of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, a story of ambition, humility, redemption, and balance of power and wisdom. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on the comments. Until next time, remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Peace out.